So just making your way onto your back, taking rest. Allow your feet to come as wide as your mat is. Let them relax and fall out to the sides. Gently lift the upper back, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you, and let your palms face the sky. Letting your eyes close, letting your body grow heavy, letting your body completely relax. Let go of the day. Let go of the week. Let go of whatever thoughts linger in the back of the mind as you come to this place of stillness. Setting everything aside for the next hour so you can be completely present, completely focused, completely in the moment. And just start to deepen and lengthen your breathing. Allowing that breath to move in through the nose and out through the nose. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly, the expansion and contraction of the rib cage, and the subtle lift and lower that happens at the collarbone area. So just come into that 3-part breath that you're so familiar with. And try to make the inhale and the exhale the same length and the same depth. And from this place of stillness, bring movement to your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your wrists and your ankles, turning your head slowly from side to side. And as your head rolls back to center, slide your legs together, stretch the arms over the head. Take a long, deep breath in, make the body as long as possible, and as you exhale, release the arms down and draw your knees into your chest. Hug them in and rock from side to side. Just rolling from hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, ear to ear, right across your back. And as you roll back to center, transfer your hands to the backs of your thighs, lift the hips and roll forward and backward along the length of your spine now. Try to keep the chin tucked in as you roll back. Protect your neck. Good, let's roll back one more time. Roll forward and come right up into boat pose. Lift those feet. Lift the heart. Maybe lift the arms. Keep that little squeeze between your shoulder blades. Take another deep breath in, lift the toes. As you exhale, plant the feet, hip distance, plant the hands, shoulder distance behind you. Push into those hands and feet and inhale into your reverse table. Either looking down the front of the body or all the way back behind you. Breathe. Good. Take another inhale. Lift the hips a little higher. Look forward. Exhale. Lower the hips down. Cross the legs. Plant the hands. Step back to the top of a push-up. And just press back into your downward facing dog. Let the head hang heavy as you begin to pedal those heels up and down. Good. Pressing both heels down. Make sure your big toes are a little bit closer together than the inner heels are. Good. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, and take it through to seated. Inhale, come up into boat. Lift the chest. Squeeze between the blades. Spread those toes. Keep pulling that low belly in. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, plant the feet and plant the hands behind you. Inhale into your reverse table. Either looking down the front of the body or all the way back behind you. Breathe. Good. Take another inhale. Lift the hips up, up, up. Look forward. Exhale, lower the seat. Cross the legs. Other way. Plant the hands. Step back to plank and press back to downward dog. And this time, maybe sway those hips from side to side a few times. Swaying the hips back to center, making sure the big toes are a little bit closer than the inner heels. Push those heels gently down. Good. On your next inhale, rise up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, and take it through to seated again. Inhale into your boat pose. Lift the chest. Spread those toes. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Squeeze those legs together. Good. Take another inhale. Lift the toes a little higher. Exhale. Plant the feet and the hands behind you again. Inhale into your reverse table. Shoulders over wrists. Knees are over the ankles. Good. Take another inhale. Lift those hips. Look forward. Exhale. Lower the seat. Cross the legs. Plant the hands. This time come back to plank and hold it. Remembering your plank can be on the toes. It can also be down on the knees. Find your edge. Shoulders over wrists. As you inhale, look out in front of you and begin to lower slowly. Elbows hug the sides, and then send the chin forward as you lift through the back of your head. Give that little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Kneecaps are lifted. Inhale, come up a little higher. Tuck your toes. Press back to your downward dog. And breathe. Take your big toes as wide as your mat is so that the rest of your toes come off onto the grass. Keep the big toes slightly turned in. Walk your hands back until your heels can touch firmly. Or bend your knees if necessary. So try to keep your palms rooted. Don't walk your hands all the way back. You're still in a down dog-like position, but your feet are flat. So bend the knees if you need to. So Jayashri, feet right at the edges of your mat, as wide as the mat is wide. push the chest back. Good. Take your left hand to the outside of that right leg, wherever you can reach, and spiral your chest open to the right as you look underneath that right armpit. So your left hand to the right leg, spiraling open. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, release that left hand back out to join the right and bring your right hand to the outside of that left leg. So your hands can be as close to the feet as they need to be. Knees can be bent as much as they need to be. Spiral that chest open to the left. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, release the right hand forward. Walk your hands back to where they would be in a downward dog, and then step your feet back into hip distance. Press the heels down as you push the chest back. Good. Inhale, rise onto the toes, soft knees, look forward, and as you exhale, the feet join the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale again to a flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale again, flat back. Grab your legs now, pull yourself down. Draw the chin, nose, then forehead gently in. Pull yourself as close to your legs as you can. And take one last inhale. As you exhale, release the grip. Bend your knees. Take the rag doll. Let your head just hang heavy. Give the head a little shake as though saying no, turning it from side to side. And then as it comes back to center, just let it nod yes, up and down. And then relax the head completely. Keeping that deep bend in the knees, keeping the chin tucked into the chest. Arms are just dangling now. Start to roll up on your next inhale. Taking several breaths to come all the way up. As you begin to straighten into the upper back, the legs can straighten out, shoulders roll back and down the spine. Lift through the crown of the head and step your feet together. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Let's inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Turn the palms out, swan dive forward, lead with the chest. Inhale, gaze out in front of you, long spine, plant your palms, step back to the top of a push-up. Shoulders over wrists, lift through the low belly. If you need a modification, you would simply set the knees down. Keep the tailbone tucked. Good. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower slow. Curl into your cobra. So the kneecaps are lifted. The legs are straight. Push heavily into the tops of your feet. Pull your heart forward. Take another inhale, come up, 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 tuck the toes, press up and back to downward dog, breathe. Spread your fingers out as wide as you can. Thumbs are reaching towards each other, pinky fingers are reaching outwards. Good. As you inhale, lift the right leg slowly up. Flex the foot, spread the toes. Take another inhale, lift that right leg higher. Exhale, big step forward with that right foot. Left foot wiggles back as far as it'll go. Rise to your fingerprints, gathering them towards each other without actually moving them. So that kind of action, engaging at the palms. Press that left leg as straight as you can get it. Now pull the right hip back, shift the left hip forward. Move your heart out in front of you, push your left heel back behind you. On an inhale, take your arms out like wings. So don't lift the chest, stay low. Just lift both arms. So both arms lift as you look straight down. Take another deep breath in and exhale, lower the fingerprints down. Bend the left knee, push off the left foot. Left leg lifts high to the sky. Bow, chest to thigh. How far back can you walk your hands? So maybe you're just lifting your left foot a couple inches. Maybe you can lift it right straight up in the air. Find that place of comfortable discomfort. Tuck the chin, keep the neck long. Good, inhale that left leg even higher. Exhale, big step back with that left foot. Plant both palms, step back, and lift the hips high, downward facing dog. And breathe. On your next inhale, allow that left leg to float slowly up, keeping the hips level with one another. So to Lily, try to spread your fingers even wider. Good. Inhale that left leg even higher. Exhale, big step forward with the left foot. Wiggle that right foot back as far as it'll go. Lift the chest away from the thigh. Press that right leg as straight as you can. Good. Keep trying to gather your fingers towards each other as you push the earth away from you. Good. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Inhale, arms spread like wings. Out to the sides as you look straight down. Chest is still in the same position. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, let your hands come down. Bend the right knee. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. And then just let your chest melt down. Let your head hang like a ripe apple hanging from the branch of a tree. Find your edge, wherever that might be. Good, let's inhale that right leg even higher. Exhale, step that right foot way back. Plant both palms. Left foot joins the right, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Keep trying to push the earth away from you through both those hands. Good, inhale, pull yourself forward to plank. Shoulders over wrists. Make a straight line with your body, and if you need to modify, simply set the knees down. So shoulders forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower slowly. Curl into your Cobra Bhujangasana. So toes point back, legs are straight. Stretch the toes back as you pull the heart forward. Make sure your hands are behind your shoulders. Inhale, come up a little higher. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back to downward dog. Good, as you inhale, rise up onto the toes, soft knees, look forward and let your feet join your hands as you exhale. Inhale, take the flat back. And exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale, circle the arms up as you look up towards those thumbs. Palms touch, exhale, hands to the heart. Draw that low belly in. Inhale, circle the arms up, this time looking forward as you lean to the right on the exhale. Inhale through center. And exhale over to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale, take the back bend. Inhale, back up and swan dive forward. Inhale, look forward and lengthen your spine. Take a grip on the back of the legs. Pull yourself down. Let your head just hang heavy. Beautiful. Release the grip, fingerprints to the earth. Walk your hands forward away from your feet as you lift the chest away from the ground. So bend the knees if you need to. If you need to have the knees bent to have your hands on the ground, open your hands to shoulder distance. Push into that right foot and inhale, lift your left leg up. Send your heart towards the river as you push your left heel back behind you. Good, take another inhale, lift that left leg even higher. As you exhale, start to lower your left leg down next to the right, but don't let your foot touch down to the ground. Send your left leg out to the left now. How high can you lift the leg? Keep the heels in line. Good, let's inhale that left leg higher. Exhale, lower it down next to the right. Inhale, flat back. Take a grip on the back of the legs and pull yourself down. Try to let your toes take here just as much weight as your heels are. Use that upper body strength to pull yourself down. Neck is long. Breathe. Good. Release the grip. Hands to the earth. Walk them forward away from the feet. Widen your hands to shoulder distance. Left foot now taking the weight, and as you inhale, right leg floats up and back. Flex your foot, spread the toes. Send your heart out in front of you, push your right heel back behind you. Good, so we're gonna inhale that right leg just a little higher. Exhale, start to lower it down, but don't let it touch because we're gonna take the right leg out to the right. So don't let your leg go back behind you. Your heels should line up with one another. So Jayashri, bring your right leg forward. So your heels line up. Even a little bit more, good. Inhale that right leg high. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Inhale, look forward, lengthening your spine. Take that grip and again, pull yourself down. Good, inhale to a flat back. As you exhale, release your hands to the ground so you can take a big step back with your left foot, planting that left foot on a 45-degree angle. Bend deeply into your right knee so your knee is over your ankle, and as you inhale, sweep the arms forward and all the way up to the sky, looking up. So plant your left heel on the ground. So you don't want to be on your toes, you want to be on the sole of the foot. But the left toes are pointing forward so your left hip can come forward. Now as you push into your right big toe and inner right heel, try to move your knee towards the baby toe edge of the foot. Good, take another inhale, reach really high. As you exhale, hands through to the heart. Opening to the left into your warrior two. So walk that left foot back. Line up your right heel with your left arch. Take your arms, spread them out, and look down that right arm as you pull back a little through those left fingers. So we have a tendency to lean over the leg. Make sure that you're reaching back. Keep that left leg as straight as it can be. Palms are facing down. Shoulders are relaxing down. Good, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Come on to your back toes. Left foot steps forward and fold over your legs. And this time, step back with your right foot. Plant that right foot on a 45, bend deeply into your left knee now, and as you inhale, sweep the arms forward and all the way up. Keep your hips pointing straight ahead by pulling that left hip back and that right hip forward. Relax the shoulders down. Get that left knee right over top of that left ankle if you can. Try not to let all the weight roll to the outer edge of your foot though. Good. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, hands to the heart. Start to turn open to your right as you walk your right foot back. Line up your left heel with your right arch. So you're in a very long stance now in your warrior two. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Look down your left arm this time. Gaze past that left middle finger. See something in the distance. Let everything else be blurry. Let go of the distractions of everything happening around you. Pull back a little through those right fingers and take one more inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Come onto your back toes, step your right foot forward and fold over those legs. Good, inhale, look forward, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, plant your hands and step back to the top of a push-up. Shoulders stay forward the entire time, right over the wrists or the first set of knuckles. Spread your fingers as wide as you can and grip with those fingers. So set your knees down if you need to. Shoulders forward, good. Lift that low belly. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower slow. Send the chin forward as you lift through the back of your head, cobra. Can you slide your hands back an inch or two and straighten your arms? Can you come up into upward facing dog, maybe even lifting your knees and your thighs off the ground? If that's too much, keep the legs bent, or pardon me, keep the hips down and the elbows bent. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, press it back to downward dog. Push the chest back, press the heels down. Good. Step your right foot up to the top of your mat and walk your hands around to the left. Pausing when you're in between your 2 feet. And adjust your feet so they're pigeon-toed, one leg's length apart. Good, inhale, look out in front of you, long spine. As you exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance, start to walk your hands back. Try to hug your elbows into shoulder distance. So try to plant those palms flat on the earth. Good, bring just as much weight into your toes as you have back in your heels. Now those of you that typically have an active tripod practice, would you like to widen your feet? Maybe bring your hands back further so you can let your head rest on the ground. Forward away from your hands, as much as the hands are wide widthwise. And then start to get very light in those heels, bringing weight into the toes, and maybe those legs can float slowly up. Just options and possibilities here. Good, pull yourself to that furthest place if you're in the forward fold still. Now if you're in your tripod headstand, start to widen the legs, keeping them straight. Start to pull the low belly in as you start to lower those feet back down towards your yoga mat. Good. Inhale, look forward, long spine. Shorten the distance between your feet to one leg's length again if it went wider, and put a little bend in your knees. Hands to the hips. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, root down into your feet. Make sure they're still at a pigeon-toed stance. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. So what fingers are on top? Switch it up so it feels awkward. And then inhale, lift the crown to the sky, keeping weight in your toes. Soft knees begin to fold all the way down. Relax your head. Start to pull the arms away from the back. Continue to let your toes take just as much weight as your heels. Good. Take another inhale. Stretch the arms a little further. As you exhale, gently release the arms down. Bend your knees. Hang in almost a ragdoll, wide-legged pose. So let your arms just hang. Let your head hang. Good. On your next inhale, come up to a flat back, walking those hands forward. Little bend to the knees, hands to the hips. Inhale, slowly rise to standing. Turn your right toes out. Step your left foot to join it. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Make sure that the space underneath your right foot feels fairly flat and level as you lift and spread your toes. Relax the right toes and now come onto the ball of the left foot. Slide your left foot in right next to your right foot. Swing that knee open like a gate, keeping your hips forward. Foot on the ground. Foot on the ankle, foot on the calf, foot on the inner thigh. If you have a half lotus practice, the ability is there to take the half lotus as well with that left leg. Your choice. Making sure to put no pressure on your knee joint. Hips forward, hands to the heart. Lifting through the crown of your head. Tailbone is tucked, low belly is drawn in. And if you feel you have the ability to grow your tree taller, let your arms become your branches. And you can widen them or shorten the space between the palms as much as possible to find your edge, keeping the shoulders relaxed and down. Take another deep breath in, and on your exhale, if the arms are up, bring them back down to the heart. Point your left knee forward and set your left foot on the ground. Relax the arms. Pick up the right leg, give the right leg a gentle shake, and set the foot down. And then make sure that the space underneath the left foot feels fairly level as you lift and spread the toes, hands on the hips. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Swing that right knee out like a gate, keeping your hips forward. And now whatever you did on the other side in your tree, see if you can mirror the same thing now. Pushing your foot to your leg and your leg to your foot, bring your hands to your heart. Hips are level. Shoulders are relaxed, facial muscles are relaxed. And then perhaps the ability is there to let your arms be your branches. Use your drishti, that focal point, to help with balance. Take another deep breath in, and with your exhale, if the arms are still up, start to bring the hands back into the heart. Point your right knee forward and set your right foot down. You can pick up that left foot and give that left leg a very gentle shake. And let's make our way into a squat. So I always have to roll up my mat because my heels leave the ground. So most of you are familiar with the squat. Find your way into that squat that feels right for your body. Whatever the distance is between the feet, whether the toes are turned out or pointed forward, we're trying to bring those arms now and press them into the inner thighs, opening those legs up as wide as we can. And then palms come together, fingers pointing out. Draw the heels of the hands towards the heart, and then turn the fingers up. Lift the crown of the head up. And let your hips just sink between those heels. Elongate your spine as much as you can. Good. Take another deep breath in, and with your exhale, release your hands down. Relax your head, let it hang. And then as you lift the head, reach back with one hand, lower down to the buttocks, extending those legs out in front of you. Remove the flesh from underneath the sitting bones. And then keeping that right leg extended straight out, draw your left knee into your chest. Let your knee fall out to the side and push your foot and your leg together as you flex both feet. Chest is facing that right leg, toes to the sky. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, and then send your heart towards your toes. Take a grip on whatever you can reach comfortably. Pull your heart towards your toes, pull your low belly towards your spine, and then relax your head down as you level out your shoulders. Try not to let your right shoulder drop lower than your left one. Keep pushing that right heel away. Keep pulling those right toes back. Good. As you inhale, lift the chin back away from the chest. As you exhale, the arms come back alongside the ears. And we inhale all the way up, palms out. Exhale, the arms down. Lift the left knee up. Send that left leg out straight. Draw your right knee into your chest. And once it's in, let your knee fall out to the side. Push your foot and your leg together as you square your chest to that left leg, toes up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold all the way down. Take your grip, whatever you can reach. Good. Send your heart to your toes. Pull the low belly back towards the spine. Level out your shoulders and then relax your head all the way down. Try to keep both your feet flexed here. Let your head just hang heavy, chin to chest. On your next inhale, lift the chin, look out in front of you. As you exhale, send the arms forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn the palms out and circle the arms down. Good. Let's inhale, lift the right knee up. And exhale, send the right leg out. Good. Making sure your feet are up at the top of your mat. Lie out onto your back. And once you've lied out onto your back, draw your knees into your chest. Hug your knees in and rock from side to side. So take a little opportunity here, massage your back. Good. Roll back to center. Bring your arms like railings right alongside you and send your feet towards the sky above you. Try to keep that low back on the ground as you point your toes and flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet, point your toes, flex the feet and hold. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, bend your knees and plant your heels right in front of your buttocks, adjusting your feet to hip distance. Arms are still hugging your sides. Try to bring your heels as close to the body as you can get them. Flatten your low back to the ground and inhale, lift your hips towards the sky. Good, so your arms are parallel to one another, palms pressing down. Maybe you can walk your hands closer together. Some of you might even be able to clasp the hands, climbing higher up onto the triceps and shoulders. Press both arms down, lift your hips high, look straight up to the sky. Push your chest towards your chin. Good, take another inhale, come up onto your toes, send your arms to a T and start to lower yourself down. Draw your knees loosely into your chest and just rock from side to side. Massage your back. Good, roll back to center. Set your feet on the ground, bring your arms out to a T, palms to the sky. Walk your feet right together and let the soles of your feet touch as your knees open out to the sides. Supta Baddha Konasana. So the palms are facing up. You have the option as well to bend at the elbows, fingers point back. You have the option to lift the elbows higher until the fingertips are touching above the head. And the last place to take it would be to reach right around for the opposite elbow with your fingers. Try to keep the chin down and the back of the neck long, and breathe. Relax, let gravity pull you down. Opening up the hips, the inner thighs, muscles deep within the groin. Opening up across the chest and the armpits. Good, take another deep breath in, and on your exhale, slowly unravel the arms, bringing them back out to a T, this time palms down. Inhale, let your knees come together. Keep your heels close to you, but walk your feet as wide as your mat is so that your knees are touching and your feet are wide. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, let your knees melt to the right as you turn your head to the left. Inhale, head and knees to center, and then legs to the left as the head turns to the right. Inhale to come up, and as you exhale, knees right, head left. Inhale to center and change sides. Inhale to come up, and then take the knees to the right and the head to the left. Your feet are still as wide as your mat is. So we're targeting the front of the left hip and down the side of that left leg. You can take it deeper by lifting the right foot up and placing it on the left knee, You can also take it deeper by keeping the right foot on the ground and walking your left foot further out to the left, so that you eventually bring your left knee in line with your left hip. And just breathe. Good. Take another deep breath in, and if you've picked up that right foot, set it down. If you've walked that left foot out to the side, bring it back onto your mat. And inhale, let your head and your knees come up, and as you exhale, knees to the left as the head goes to the right. And if you did a modification on the other side, you can just do the same thing now on this side so that the body will feel even, balanced, whether it was lifting the left foot up or walking the right foot further out to the right. Try to keep that right shoulder relaxed and heavy. Good. Take another deep breath in. If the left foot is up, set it down. If you walk the right foot out, bring it back in. And on an inhale, come back to center. Walk the feet towards each other. Palms are facing down to the ground. Draw your knees into your chest. Now, if you want to work a little harder, you can do this with straight legs instead of bent legs. We're going to do some moving side to side. We're trying to use our core muscles so that our shoulders do not leave the ground. So knees either into the chest or feet straight up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the legs go to the right as you look to the left. Inhale to come up. And as you exhale, change sides. And just keep going at the measure of your own breath. Try to keep those legs together and keep both your shoulders on the ground. Go as slowly as your breath will let you. So remember, legs can be straight, but they can also be bent. The next time your legs make their way over to the right, you can relax into the twist, and if it feels better to bend the knees at that point, you can. And if you'd like, you can turn the palms up. And try to just let gravity pull you down. Legs all the way to the right, head turned all the way to the left. As you breathe, as you soften, as you melt. Take another really long, deep breath in. Fill the lungs right up to the top. Open the mouth. Exhale, let all that air go. And then press your palms down and inhale. Head and knees come up. Change sides with your exhale. And then relax again. Head to the right, legs to the left. Both shoulders heavy and completely relaxed. Breathe as deeply and as slowly as you can. Just a couple more deep breaths here. Make these last few really count. Using your exhales to release any tension you're holding. Good. Let your palms press down to the ground. On your next inhale, let your head and your knees come up. Good. Bend your knees, draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around the legs as you rock from side to side. Massage your back. Oh, you're good. Thank you. Good. As you roll back to center, squeeze your knees very tightly into your chest. Draw your forehead towards your knees. Start to compress your body into the smallest little ball you can get into. Take one more inhale. Hold that breath. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release it all. All of the effort is done. Make your way into Shavasana. That final pose of rest. Go nice and wide with those feet. Turn your palms to the sky. Tuck the shoulder blades, tuck the chin, create length at the neck. Make any little adjustments that are necessary for your body to be comfortable, for your body to be relaxed. And the breath starts to quiet and soften. Try to take just the air that you need in, just enough to keep you alive. With every exhale, feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the pose. Heavy through the heels, the calves, and the buttocks. Heavy through those hands and elbows and shoulders. And very heavy through the back of your head. Completely and totally relaxed. Relaxed. Start to breathe a little deeper. And start to bring movement back to your body. Moving your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your wrists and your ankles. Turn your head side to side. Good. As you roll your head back to center, let your legs slide together. Reach your arms back over your head and take a long, deep breath in. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, relax the arms down. Draw your knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Good. Roll all the way over onto your right side. Pause for a moment. Keep breathing deeply. Eyes remain closed. And when you're ready, press your left palm and your right elbow down and press your way slowly up to seated. Try to send the crown of your head towards the sky and feel heavy through the seat. Bring your hands together at your heart. Take a moment here thanking yourself for this practice. Sending a silent thank you out to those who joined us in this practice of yoga and all of those who joined us tonight just by being around us, sharing their energy with us. Ending our practice this evening with the chanting of Om one time. Take a deep breath in. The divine light within me graciously, humbly acknowledges that same divine light within you. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Class tomorrow at 4 if you're interested, Sunday at 9:30. And we'll be sending out an email, I'm hoping tonight, with the schedule for next week. I'm sure it'll be fairly similar to this week. I'm thinking we might add Thursday morning at 7 a.m. as well. Because you came on Tuesday. It was awesome. We had a really nice turnout in the morning, so.
I thought a dog was running through and I got scared.
Oh, the little kid?
Yeah. I like jumped. Because I had seen that dog there earlier.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe it had gotten off or something, but it was just a small child.